Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and as usual after every QC Cup, it's time for Banlist prediction. So we are here on duellinks meta site, so you can check this each time you want. Of course, it's an article on duellinks meta, and as you will see right here, we have the top 100 KC Cup decks that we had for this KC Cup, for the November KC Cup, of course, starting from you can see here this graphic when we have basically all the decks that were used divided by percentages. So we have the most used ones, and it was surprisingly kind of balanced. Like, I expected to have like at least a 30 or 40% of BLS, but surprisingly there's no deck that has even reached 20%. Now this is already a first thing that's very important, because this means that because there's no deck that was overplayed, we might see very little adjustment to the meta. As you know, this seems kind of balanced. So the most used one, surprisingly in my opinion, I mean from the experience of my KC Cup, was Odd Eyes. I mean, I faced some Odd Eyes during the KC Cup, as you can see clearly from the live streamings, actually the VODs that are already on the channel. If you want to check that, you're free to do it. We faced some Odd Eyes. Actually, we did not have that much of troubles against them, but they were actually they were played a lot. They are the most played, even though they kinda have the same percentage with BLS that we expected actually to be much more played. Instead, it is sitting at a 17.2%. Odd Eyes is 18.2%, but anyway, no deck reached the 20%, so this should give you the feeling of a pretty balanced KC Cup, apart from the personal experiences that might change, of course, from duelist to duelist. But still, so we have Odd Eyes 18%, BLS 17%, Rocket is the third one, almost 13%, actually even more than Live Twin, and that could be kinda fair, you know, as Live Twin, to be played optimally, they actually required triple run of the new main box, so it's pretty expensive. That's the reason I think why Live Twin was not that popular, and instead, as actually we might imagine, Gandora Orchestra was right there, 9%. We faced some of them, and then we have the other two, the most played were Tenny, now we have Lunalight as a probably best free-to-play deck, but Tenny was the best free-to-play until the KC Cup, so okay. And then Cybers was kinda new, and that's fine. And then we have some little percentages there. Altergeist very low played, and you know why? Because that was expensive as well. Maldolce, Trickstars, Salamangreat, S-Force sitting at the 3.2%, because that thing is kind of free to play and it's full of back rows. People love to play that, and the Utopia as well. So this is, as you can see, the graphic that shows you the how the players divided themselves in order to play the best decks. So kind of a surprise for that Odd Eyes to be there. I don't know if there's some probably new way to play, but we're gonna see these together, because now we're gonna have a quick look at the full deck that were played very quickly, and then we can jump right into the prediction. Actually, we are kind of ready in the prediction. First surprise, the #1 global was a Salamangreat, thus with this confirming what I always said about a thing, and people are not listening to me. It's 2 or 3 KC Cup that I'm saying one thing, that Trickstars are one of the best pick for the KC Cup. And you know why? Because the most common build can play literally triple Dark Hole and not feel the brick. What's the problem of playing triple Dark Hole? The problem is that from the value you're getting from standard decks like, I don't know, Blue Eyes, like Heroes, like any other deck that you can imagine, BLS. In all of these decks, it's not convenient to play Dark Hole because there are a lot of times when you just break with the Dark Hole, and when instead you can play Dark Hole, you're gonna lose your monsters too. So Dark Hole is gonna be 100% effective in decks when you can ensure yourself a protection from your own Dark Hole. Who are the decks that can give you protection from your own Dark Hole? Tricksters with the Trickster Festival in the graveyard, Salmon Greats with the Duellinks in the graveyard, and I actually can't tell anything else. Probably that could play also in Rockets, in theory, because they give you protection because they summon stuff from the graveyard when they are destroyed, but that's kind of slow. Instead with this, you can literally go second, start Dark Holing, or even if you go first and actually you go into your third turn, your opponent has already a board, you know, Dark Hole, that's the way. Even if you have something on the field, you Dark Hole because it's so easy for you to put 4k on the field or just protect your boys that are already in the field from your Dark Hole. That's the thing. And yeah, so in the KC Cup, any deck that can play Dark Hole avoiding bricking, it's the best one in my opinion, and this kind of proves it. So because a lot of duels are going to be felt so quick. A lot of duels just so quick. If you go second, Dark Hole, and you go for lethal with this, Salmon Greats can so easily put out even more than 5k on the field with no issues at all, and they can just start Dark Holing and then boom, they go all the way. So yep, that's one of the best option, not a surprise. Does this mean Salmon Greats are going to be it? Not at all in my opinion, as this of course is wonderful in a format like KC Cup, but in tournaments it's not going to be that performing in my opinion. I might be wrong. I would probably play with this double Dark Hole probably and double Crosswipe to make the deck even more balanced, but that looks clean as hell. Nice tech for the Gizmekaku to actually get rid of some special extra deck monsters, of course. Pretty spicy, and we have the classic here, the classic standard extra deck, so nice. Are we gonna see some hit of this? Not at all in my opinion. Let's go on. We have Tenny second, very nice, very easy, free to play, couple of effect failure, nothing special, just one Typhoon. Seems pretty weird to me, but yep, basically each time they started with either one monster and one of the spell, it was almost impossible to stop them. Like Tenny second, turn 2, it's almost impossible. The turn 1, it's not that special because if you play around that Link monster on the field, apart from Dragon Berserker, they do not have that interruption. But still, some decks struggles playing against Ishtana and Amapura in the graveyard, so it's kinda obvious that they reached such a high rank. Are they gonna be hit? Honestly, no, I don't think they deserve it. They're nice deck as they are. They're not oppressing. They're not stopping you from playing your own stuff. That's what I love about this. They're good. They have survivability, but they do not interrupt you. Like they're not oppressive like Orcust can be. Like stuff with a lot of negation can be. So Tenny, one of the most healthy, and I think one of the most beautiful deck in Duel Links right now. Also skill was nerfed, so that's fine. And yep, pretty standard extra deck, nothing special. Are they gonna be hit in my opinion? I don't think so. They're not playing, not even Cancel Trap card. They're not playing even Limited 2. They're not playing Limited 3. Love them. Then we have Utopia. That was kind of a surprise, maybe not if you think about it. And what's surprisingly said that I should be able to play this as well. Like, dude, I have 3 Salamander, probably, I think. So I could play this, and I want to. I think I'm gonna try this. This is gonna be so nice. I have to unlock Order of Chaos, probably. I have everything of this. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So, we have basically the Summoner Monk, and that's a very good play here because this can literally unbreak your hand. So when you're playing triple Summoner Monk in the deck, you can literally play stuff like Into the Void, triple Typhoon, and double Dark Hole, because even if you play triple Typhoon and you go second and your opponent has no back row but you have just one Monk, that spell card that can be discarded to activate the effect of Monk just makes the deck work. Lovely, very nice surprise. Is he gonna be hit? I don't think this at all, honestly. There are no cards to be hit here. S-Force, nice to see it there here, but it's so freaking consistent with triple S-Force Breach Head, so I understand that they're oppressive as hell with this trap card searchable. Also, they're playing limited tree. I'm not a fan of this, but seeing a non-tier deck that reached a top 10 was very nice to see, to be honest. So lovely, very nice. Congrats. Are they gonna be hit? I don't think so, honestly. I don't think they could potentially limited trade this card because they can be kind of oppressive with this, but I'm not sure it was played that much, honestly, to justify an hit on the S-Force Chase. But if something has to happen, probably the S-Force Chase limited tree, because it's the only issue for this deck. What else we have? We have rank 5 Rockets and BLS, and here we start predicting. So the only thing I will do right here, guys, for Rockets is probably a thing that was already probably planned for Konami to hit the limited tree on quick launch. I think they're gonna release Silver Rockets and they're gonna limit the tree quick launch so that they can actually lose access to the limited tree trap cards, guys. I think that's to be done. Rockets are kind of oppressive, even though this build does not play heavy back rows, but most of the Rocket deck just plays heavy back rows. So, and letting them lose access to the limited tree pool will probably be one of the healthy opinion. The best option in my opinion. So yeah, I will go for limited tree quick launch for Rockets, and that's all they need. Nothing more than that. They're fine. Other than that, and what else do we have? Do we have, of course, BLS? BLS. Now, guys, we know what's the issue here is. So we might know, we can tell first what we want to happen. Probably, of course, the skill to be nerfed. Even if you just tell the skill to be used once per duel, will be totally fine. I'm okay if they actually if Konami leaves all the graveyard filled for them, that's fine. But please, just let them recycle the Super Surgery Ritual once. Just once. That could be pretty actually fair, not ruining the whole deck, but at least not making him being able to do so much stuff. Like, even in the long runs, they can keep on summoning Ritual. It's just too much in my opinion. So I will just go one of the uses to basically return 3 banished cards of yours to the graveyard just one time, and then they're fine in my opinion. Everything is fine, it can be like that. Or, of course, this is what we would like, right? But Konami is not touching the skill, so what is going to happen is simple. They're gonna limit entry Endymion of the Magistus. They're gonna limit entry this so that BLS loses access to the triple crackdown, and to be honest, I'm gonna be happy with that as well, because the most annoying thing for BLS, in my opinion, are the limited tree trap cards. In any deck, the limited trap cards are the most annoying thing. They should just erase it. But thing is, yep, my prediction is Endymion limited to tree to make them lose access to this, probably. I'm not sure they're going for the enemy controller stuff because it's just one copy, so that's fine. Even though this steals a lot of duels, and that's okay. What else we have? Oh, there you go. We got the classic Gandora Orcus. So Orcus is not dead yet, so their starting board can be pretty annoying with the Decal Talker protecting, and they have basically Skeleton in the graveyard being able to summon a Dingus during your turn thanks to the Orchestrated Babel. So honestly, I don't think they deserve a hit. I faced them more than 4 or 5 times. It was not overwhelming. It's a decent turn 1. They're very good going second as well, but I don't think they deserve any more hits. They're fine as they are. Pretty nice. Good board. 1 interruption. Kind of a negation with the Call Talker, just negating what targets. But still, nothing crazy good to be nerfed, in my opinion. They're there. I have to be objective, guys. I kind of hate Orcust, but I'm gonna be objective. I'm gonna be realistic. I don't think they need any more hits with this. Honestly, they're fine. Also, they were not overused in the KC Cup, so that's fine as well. Yep, I think that's fine. The only thing I could see if they really want to hit this is the return, the Pot of Greed, searchable of course. So they could do any of the hit with this, either limited 2 or limited 3 is gonna reduce even more the consistency, probably being not worthy to play. Even though, I don't know, you know what I mean? They can still go with turn 1 with the Gargaigan to search the Trap Horror, so probably they can limit the 3 or return and the deck will still be fine. So if they need to hit something, return to 3 and they're still fine. Some more Gandora, as you can see. Again, Gandora Orcus, jeez. Hero, that was kind of a surprise. I kind of love this because he has no back row, no trap cards, actually no trap cards. Really clean triple offering to the Doomed that has some problem within it, but I do understand it. Why? It's Celestial. You kinda give up, you do wanna give up your draw if this means that you can activate Celestial. How many times you just felt you just bricked because you draw Malicious stuck in your hand and you can't draw 2 with Celestial. So this is a very good option. Honestly, very nice. I think I'm gonna try this on the channel, guys. Very nice, lovely. I really love this build. Why didn't I think about this? Very clean, triple Book of Moan, triple Cyclone, triple Doomed. Lovely, honestly, lovely. How many monsters? 3, 6, actually 7, 8. 8 monsters summonable. So I would probably increase the number of summonable monsters just to make this a little bit, you know what I mean, consistent, because I'm afraid that with just 8 monsters you might break with no hero monster to normal summon. But yeah, this is lovely and really lovely. Very nice. No hit prediction of this, of course, they don't deserve it. We have this guy done. More BLS, more rockets, heavy back row, as I was telling you. That's why limited 3 is kind of needed in my opinion here. Triple Ds, DDD, of course not gonna hit. Very good going second, but nothing more than that. There we go. We have some. Geez, this was Raging Pendulum. 2 versions. Still. They have a very good turn 1. I faced a couple of them. They can end up with both a Vodo Ferningers and a Giant Hand, so basically double interruption. But from that on, they have struggles to recycle to go on, because of course when you Xyz summon, the pendulum materials that used there are Xyz materials, they're gonna send to the graveyard. They're not gonna come back to the actual deck, so you cannot summon them again. So yeah, I think they're fine. Honestly, they don't need any more hits. They're balanced. I had some wins against them. I had some loss against them, but they're fine. Love it. They're kind of in a good state right now because they're performing well still, but they're not overwhelming. So lovely. They're fine in my opinion. More BLS, so we'll see. Pretty standard what we need to do here. Already told you. Some are more Tanny, but there's no version of Tanny where we see Kenzo's drop card, and that's what I love, honestly. And here we have some spice again with the Order of Chaos kill with Dude, Breaker the Magical Warrior. Jeez, That was very nice. I don't have, I think, only one copy. I only have one copy of this, but that was a very good idea just to pop a card, to pop a back row, and have your normal summon, you know. So really lovely this. Very nice idea. This as well, same stuff here, just to pop a back row before going into your level 4 plays. I honestly love it. I think he actually goes with this, yeah, with the Armored Sage. So I think I have 3 copies of, so yeah, definitely gonna build this, guys. I mean a version of this, and we'll see how it goes. I love that they're playing Bubble Man, because of course if you draw, if this is the only card in your hand, you special summon him. Lovely. And yep, that's it. No, I don't think they deserve a hit. They deserve hits. They can end up on very strong board with the Ultimate Leo Utopia Ray, but I do not think it's a crazy thing. So okay, what else? Some alter guys, I think they're fine, honestly. I think they're fine. I mean, if they manage to set up their loop, you're in a big trouble. But they need to do it, and there are cards that can stop them. I think they're kinda okay for now. I don't think they're gonna be hit, to be honest. At least from my experience, I didn't see that that much overwhelming Altergeist. So yeah, some rockets here. Playing in a healthy way, and we see some spice here. Foolish returns one card in your opponent's graveyard, returning to the deck. That's very nice, actually. It's like a Transmigration of Prophecy, but it's quick. So you can use it during your turn as well, as soon as you have it. So, okay. I don't know how... This is only your graveyard, only your opponent's graveyard, though. So I don't know how much better these can be. Other than Transmigration Prophecy. Against Stanny, this was good, because if you're going second against Stanny, you want to get rid of the cards in that graveyard, probably the Stan on the Mapura, so that's why I understand it. A lot of Necrofusions here to go into Borderlord, understandable. Some more heavy back row play, but yeah, that's fine. And here we have some spice. I thought about G-Grid Buster as well in the Fusion Clock Up deck as well, you know, to provide an additional interruption, basically. So with this you can achieve like a Borderlord, probably a Decal Talker as well, and a G-Grid Buster, and that's pretty nice. You have basically 2 interruption, so looking cool, to be honest. The G-Grade Buster, I actually love this guy to be played in any Cyber stack, so very cool. No hit. I predicted no hit at all. To be honest, I don't see that any hits, right? Like, what do we need more to hit? Some more BLS. There's nothing in particular to be hit, to be honest. Yeah, we have the Live Twins finally. There were no Live Twins in the first 20k, the first 20 positions. Now Live Twins, they are crazy consistent, honestly. But I think if they have to hit something, it's gonna be... can we find a classic Live Twin build? Is there a classic Live Twin build in this? Top 100? Yeah, there you go. So, I think this was overplayed in a certain level of the KC Cup, and I think they're gonna hit something, even though if it was just released. But so I think they might wait. But if they happen to do something, it's gonna be Live Twin Home to tree, or the secret password to tree. So they make this limited tree, so they lose access to the limited tree back row that are kind of annoying, as they can draw so many cards. So giving them access to this is just too much. So I will limit tree either the secret password or the Live Twin Home to reduce consistency and to let them lose access to the limited tree pool. That's my take, and I think there's nothing more than some Ursarctic Synchron, totally fair, not overplayed, not overwhelming, easy to disrupt. Live Tweet, Infinitruck, they're fine as they are as well, definitely. Some more Fusion Clock Up with D-Grade Buster, and yeah, more live. Now there are a lot of Live Twins, definitely. So with limited tree trap cards, of course, and I guess that's fine. Only thing I want to see now is the limited list. So let's go straight away into the limited list. This is the summary, right? These are the pool of the limited one, and I don't think there's any that should be released from here. Except Dark Lord, probably, if they want to be played, but I don't think they're going to do anything about it. So, do we see anything that can be released from this? Probably Infernity to let them have something more, but the problem is that Infernity, they either can't be played, or they throw at you 5 negation with the pop. It's just too much. If you have some suggestions to make Infernity healthy, I accept them. Please leave them in the comment section, because I really don't know how to make them, because I'm not an Infinity player, so I really don't know what they should release, honestly. Do we have more of this? Probably no. Limited to... I think the Rhino's boss kinda deserves to be freed. I mean, dude, what did that guy do? Please, leave him alone. Just release him. Also, Brave Neos. It's true that Neos Fusion can be played so much to send generic stuff to the graveyard, but I don't know if this dude really deserves to be there in Limited 2. Mech Knights are fine there. Lady Debug is fine, actually, because Salon Great is already that good. Star Seraph could be maybe released at this point? Who knows? Orcus is fine. Lunar Lights better stay there where that is. Concentrating Current. I mean, not that much of an issue now that Invoker is not a thing, you know what I mean? So that could be released as well. You know what I would release? The Silent Sword Slash. I would probably release that, honestly, to give Silent Swordsman new life. I will release that. Also the Witchcrafter all day as well. For now, I can't see any Witchcrafter deck being played, so I will release that definitely. Please, guys, it's time. Release Cyber Dragons. Do something for them. Release them. Release this freaking Cybernetic Overflow. I don't get what you think. This needs to be released. There's no way. There's no version of Duel Links when this is a problem right now. Please. Limited 3. Jeez. Do we have the banned card? We have no banned card here. Oh, we have the forbidden. I completely skipped those. But you know what I will release here. Cocytus to 1. It's fine. Now that we have such an easy access to Leo Dancer, Cocytus being forbidden makes no sense at all. No sense at all. Leo Dancer is much more better in my opinion. With Leo Dancer, you do not stall, you just go for lethal. With Cocytus you can stall a couple of turns, but that's it. Please free Cocytus. This battle stays where it is, but it is. Adrian can definitely come back. At this point, in a matter of back rows, Adrian can come back. We have Entrops, so we have Entrops, we have interruption from monsters, so just getting rid of the back rows 90% of the times does not mean you have lethal. So I think H8 might come back, should come back together with Cocytus. This might be my biggest predictions. Cocytus and Trinate back. How? Cocytus being limited 1, just to test the thing, you know what I mean? And then H8 limited 2, because right now in the limited 2 we have nothing to be worth playing apart from Kairoid. So limited 2 H8, limited 1 Cocytus. That's my take. Konami, listen to me. And then in the limited 3 we have the Neos Kluger that has the deck performed. I think it could be released. Like, I was thinking it was a problem for Favorite Duel, but thing is, it's not. You know why? Simply because with Favorite Duel, the problem is that if you want to summon Neos Kluger, you need to have Yubel in the deck. Also, the true potential of Kluger is with Neos Wiseman in the deck, so basically adding bricks to the deck. You play more bricks like Yubel, because in Favorite Duel you can't do nothing, right? And this I don't think is gonna strengthen them much the Eternal Bond version. It's true that you have more Neos Kluger on the field. I think they could release this from the limited tree, but adjust both the effects of Ultimate Nightmare, cutting off the effect damage, and the effect damage of Neos Wiseman, cutting it in half. That should be done, in my opinion, would be the best, the fairest thing to do. Releasing this and cutting off the damage of Neos Wiseman, Ultimate Nightmare. Beatrice is fine there. Do we have some more troubles here? I don't think so. I think it's fine. Harporer. They could give us a free another copy of Malicious at this point. I think everything is fine here. Or they could just, I don't know, release the Neos Fusion probably instead of the Neos Kluger. They could release the Neos Fusion. Even though then if Neos Fusion is released, they're gonna play the limited 3 drop cards in the favorite duel, right? Yeah. So maybe they can't. They can't. Never mind. They can't. But they can release this, the Kluger. Recycle is fine. Veil is fine. Bird is fine. Now we have the more support. That's totally fine. Of course, my wish would be to have the limited 3 drop cards here, the most used into the limited 2 section. So they can play just 2, which would be so much better. Just 2, 2, 2. But of course they can't sell them more copies, us more copies. And I think the rest is fine. I think we need I think that we don't need more ads, honestly. I think that's my take, guys. That's it for my Banlist prediction video. What you think about this? What are your thoughts on this? And what are your reactions to the top 100 KC Cup plays? Stacks. Guys, that is all for the Banlist prediction. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I think the Banlist is gonna drop, I hope in this week, but if it's not this week, it's probably gonna be the first day of the next one, probably on Monday. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.